Imagine flipping houses with none of your own money. So today I'm going to walk you through 2 strategies that we are currently using to do just this. If you're new to our channel, my name's Nicole. I flip houses here in the Charleston area. We have a lot of projects on our board right now. We've got a lot of experience in flipping, and we're always looking to improve our business, understand our numbers more, and make more deals happen. So thanks for joining me, and I'm just gonna walk you through the process of what we do, and I believe this is gonna be very, very helpful for you. All right, so one of the most critical steps before anything else when you're getting into a flip, step 1 is make sure that you really understand your numbers. As a flipper, you can get into hot water fast if you don't understand this, so make this a priority. One of the tools that we use to help us with this is our Profit Evaluator, and because I genuinely believe it's so important to understand your numbers, have a clear view, and be able to analyze deals fast, we're actually giving away a Profit Evaluator that I specifically built and I use in our business every single day to analyze deals. This is coming from years of experience, also looking at other investors' tools that they use, and coming up with something that I personally know can help you analyze deals faster. So now you know your numbers, you've got your Profit Evaluator, you feel good about the deal. Now you can bring it to what we call a private investor to help. And we use this in 2 ways. So you can bring somebody on for the full renovation loan for the project. You ask them to come in with the purchase price. You ask them to come in for the renovations and any holding costs you're gonna have. This puts you at 0 out of pocket. And up front, you say, hey, this is how much it's going to cost. This is how much we're gonna sell it for. You can share the Profit Evaluator so you can show them what the project is gonna look like. They will give the money through title. They will have the first lien position on the property to secure their interest and their loan. I highly, highly recommend to secure and put safety with your investors if they're investing, especially these large sums of money. The second way, which we have actually been doing a lot of recently, is you go out and you get a hard money loan on the property. Now, if you understand hard money lending, you know that you still need to have cash in the deal when you're using these lenders. They're going to require a percentage down of your purchase price. You also are going to need to fund the draws that happen. So for example, if you're starting a project and your contractor needs paid to complete a phase, you pay them and you go back to your hard money lender and they will reimburse you for that once the work is done. So that does require capital. In addition, most hard money lenders are also going to require monthly payments. So you need to make sure that you're adding these things up, your down payment, your holding costs, which is going to be your electric, utilities, any insurances that you have on the property. Make sure that you've got your closing costs written in there, your monthly payments, and you've totaled all of this up and you know how much cash you need to sustain this project. Also, make sure that you have some kind of a contingency backup for your projects. We talk about this in other videos. Just make sure that you are coming into these projects conservatively. With gap funding and a hard money lender, you're gonna go reach out to a lender and say, hey, I need this much money to make this project go. This is what I need, and I'm gonna bring you in for a smaller amount, for a smaller investment. I'm gonna bring you in and I'm gonna put you in a second lien position behind the hard money lender. Now I'm gonna preface this with always talk to your attorneys and your lenders to make sure that they're okay with this. Some hard money lenders do not want a second lien position. It can actually void your lending terms and maybe get you into some hot water. So we really like to work with lenders who allow second position liens and just have this conversation with them. Some will do it, and those lenders typically understand the business pretty well. Okay, so we're keeping this fast and easy today. You're gonna bring in a private money lender who can fund your whole deal, and you already know that because you've got your gorgeous profit spreadsheet. You can get an idea of what you're gonna need to make the profit run, or you're gonna go to your hard money lender that allows a second lien position, and you're gonna ask somebody to come in for this. What I actually really, really like about the gap funding phase is you can start to bring on smaller investors who really, it does make a difference. If you're able to give them a 12% return where they weren't getting that anywhere else, but maybe they only have $50,000 to invest, this is where you can really start to make a difference in people's retirement and their lives. So I especially love this for that reason, because for us personally, the projects that we are getting into and the loans that we get from hard money lenders, a lot of private money lenders may not have the capital to infuse into those projects. So it gives some of your friends and families, or maybe extended friends and family, to be able to come in, invest with you. It makes it more personable, and I just really love this approach. All right, so before I go, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about, there's actually one more approach that we have just started using. I also really like this approach, so scratch out the two. Let's call it 3 different ways that I'm going to give you today. The third way, and you can get incredibly creative with this, is bringing on a partner. Bring on a partner that is going to fund either the entire deal, just like a private money lender would, or a gap lender would. You could use both of those ways, but instead of giving them a percentage return, you can say, I'm going to do all of the work. I found the deal. You bring all of the money for me so I don't even have to think about it, and let's split the profit. There's no wrong or right way to split the profit and the equity in it. So you can just make this up as you go, negotiate with the person who's got the money. One thing, and I highly recommend that your lender and you speak with your CPAs, but when you are bringing on a partner into a project, it more than likely, if they're taking an equity position, could cause a higher tax burden for them. So make sure that you're also educating them if you're bringing them on as a partnership and they aren't already in the real estate industry. If they're getting an equity share, make sure they're talking to their CPAs so they understand the tax consequences of that versus them just lending you money and you just giving them a percentage on their money. All right, and one last thing I'm gonna leave you with, because I just wanna be super conservative and I wanna make sure that you're running your business right. And a lot of people are gonna be out there talking about how you can do all of this with no money down. I want you to be incredibly diligent about this. Just because you can have a project 100% down, in my personal professional opinion, does not mean that you should go into projects without any backup cash of your own in case something takes a little bit longer, the renovations go over, and then you're putting that money at risk. So for us personally, we prefer to bring on lenders so we don't have a bunch of our cash in this project. So that cash can be sitting there in case we need it to continue to keep our investments secure for our investors. For our business practices, we always like to do everything as conservative as we possibly can in the real estate world. So I highly recommend that if you have $0 to your name and you're asking somebody to come in on a project, that also maybe they understand that they need to infuse more capital into the project up front. And in that case, I'd probably bring them on as a partner because that is a little bit more risky for them. But again, I'm just gonna preface that this is what we like to do in our business. This is why we like to do it. We like to have those cash reserves. So we're doubly backed up, guaranteed, and feel good about accepting investments from other people. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Do us a huge favor, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out, it helps you out. You're gonna get notifications when we have videos coming in, and you don't wanna miss any of these nuggets that we're putting out. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, leave your comments down there. Let me know what you think about this video, any questions you have. We are personally actively in our comments and happy and here to help with any questions that you might have. Also, we've got our Profit Evaluator for you linked in the description, and check out the next video if you wanna learn how to use the Profit Evaluator.